Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another amazing team Zoom tonight. I'm super excited because it is May 31st. It's the last day of the month. We are still working so hard. We've achieved so much this month, and I can still see and feel all the momentum that is happening literally right now in our back office, and I'm so excited. So we're gonna go through this. We have some great information tonight, some tips, all the things, and we're gonna dive into it. And you guys are gonna see what's coming in June. But you have to keep it a secret. You have to keep it a secret all night until midnight. So, because I'm not supposed to tell you, but I'm going to trust you. And yeah, so I'm going to share my screen and we're going to dive right in. How do I do this? I do this every time. Share screen every single time. Oh, there it is. It's the big green button. Why do I miss it every time? Okay, so month end, we're going to look at leadership. We're going to look at our checklist. We're going to go through our buckets, and it takes like 8 to 10 exposures before it actually starts to click in. So if I'm repeating myself, it's because it's not clicking in yet. We're going to go product of the quarter. We're going to go through June. We're going to meet some rock stars tonight. We're going to go over the cruise tips and all the things. So ready? Let's go. Leadership is influence. If you know John Maxwell, you know this. And if you have not read John Maxwell, please read one of his 10,000 incredible Bible books. I'm telling you, they're incredible. And he's going to be at convention. So he's amazing. John Maxwell, read a book. A good one to start with is Success is a Choice. It's good. Read it and then read it again. And he just came out with a new one. And actually, I'm reading his... I left it on the staircase. His like Maxwell, it's like literally a paragraph a day, and you can read it every single day and learn something. It's so good. So every day I'm waking up, before I touch my phone, before I do anything, I'm reading that. Do that. Read something before you touch your phone every day. Have you ever felt as a leader that you're the only one working towards your goals? Like, you, at the end of the month, you're like, you know what? I'm literally the only person on my team working towards anything. And is it because maybe we're all in different stages in the company. You all have to realize, like, if I'm talking to you as a Jewel, maybe you are just getting started, or maybe you have been in the business for a while and you're frustrated, you're stuck. Trust me, been there, done that. You're going to get there and you're going to get through it if you don't quit. But is it because you're not discussing your goals with your team or maybe your upline? You have to start putting things on paper. You have to start taking things out of just thinking it, and you have to start implementing it. And does your sponsor, does your team, do your friends, do they all know, and do they get the vision of what your goals are and what your actions are? So as a leader, it's influence. You have to start going beyond just speaking it, and you have to start implementing it every single day, and you implement it every single day with your daily actions. So let's go through checklists. So every single month, these are things that you need to do. Okay. If you are new here, welcome. I have a new girl on here. Goals are my jam. I love goals. If you by now are not writing down your goals, shame on you, because that is the basics of everything. You need to be writing down your goals. I literally could show you my whiteboard right now, and it looks like chicken scratch, Scrabble everywhere, because I'm checking them off every single month. I've done this for forever. And that's anything in life, whether it be with the business, your health goals, your whatever budget. Goals are so important. Write them down. So at the beginning of the month, the first 3 to 5 days, please write down your goals, whether that be realistic goals. I want to go silver this month. I want to help 3 people this month. That's a really good one every single month. I want to help somebody else go silver. Realistic goals, write them down. Did you get into your reports? Do you know how to check your credit card declines? Are you checking your points every single day? Guys, get a planner. A broken record. You're going to hear it 8 to 10 times in your lifetime. With write down your points every single month, every single day, every single month. Write them down. That way you can go back and check. Okay, well, on the 31st or on the 30th of last month, I was here, or on the 2nd of last month, I was here, but then the month before that, I was here. So what can I fix? What can I do about it? Okay. And then helping others to achieve their goals is going to help you achieve your goals. I can't say this enough. This business is not run by ourselves. We cannot, nor do we want to run this business alone. It sucks. It's boring. I literally couldn't do it without you guys. Like, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't know any of you if it weren't for this business. And I am thankful every single day that I've gotten to know all of you, because I have such an amazing relationship with you. And think about the people on your team, and you've met them probably because of Plexus, or maybe you've gotten closer because of Plexus. So don't do it alone. Bring them along. Maybe you have to drag them along sometimes, and that happens. That's okay. But bring them along, invite them in, talk to them, and all the things. But the more open you are, the more you're talking about it, and the more authentic you are about it, the more that they're going to listen. Sometimes, not always, but I promise the ones who want to listen will listen. All right, let's talk about our buckets. We dove into our buckets. Something flew at me. Hold on. Oh, it's a paperclip. We talked about buckets last week, and we're going to dive into it again. We're just going to go over it a little bit quicker. So you have your big bucket. We're going to take all of our people that we talk to who join our team, they buy a welcome pack, buy your products, and we're going to put them into buckets. So your really, really big bucket, my big ass cup of water here. It's my big, everybody goes in here. Most, like 80% of my people that I talk to go in here. They are just happy with their discount and ordering occasionally sometimes, or somebody who just loves the products. They don't want nothing more. No matter how much you preach about it, they want nothing more. They're just happy VIP people. That's fine. We love our VIPs. We love them. And then there's our smaller bucket that are people who are enticed with the incentives, or they like to make $300 to $500 a month. They like to help a few people, but the idea of a really big business of gold and beyond is too overwhelming. They don't want no parts of it, but they like those small paychecks. Those are great people. These are like our silvers, senior silvers. These are the people who are just happy with their smaller paychecks. And these people are great too. So if they go into this bucket or this bucket, and then we have our tiny bucket. Somebody say my name. Oh. And then we have our tiny little leader bucket. These are rare people. These are people that are Plexus lifers who are going to be diamond. They say, I'm going all the way, whether it takes me 10 years. That was me. I said, literally, if it takes me 10 years, I don't care. Even if it takes me 15 to 20 years, I don't care if it takes me that long to get to diamond, because I'm very happy with where I am. I'm thankful every single day. And these are the people that have the vision to go all the way and do all the things that it takes, no matter what, because they just thoroughly love it. Okay. So figure out the people who are on your team, or the people that you're talking to or taking the products, and figure out where they are and love on them accordingly. Okay. So if they're in that big bucket, they don't want the business shoved down their throat. Okay. That's not a good idea. But if maybe they want some information on the products and how it can help them improve in other areas. But if there's a smaller bucket and they're like, oh my goodness, if I help maybe one or two more people this month, the little bag that we got for helping one person, that was so cute and adorable, and I loved it. And that is something that those people would really like. And if it's the smaller bucket, the leadership people, that they need to learn about the cruise. They need to learn about, all that. So the business is what they want to hear about, along with the products, of course. So figure out your people, figure out your buckets, figure out where they need to go, and you pour into them accordingly. Okay, good. All right, shout outs. Ooh, this is just so far, and I'm pretty sure that I have more shout outs that I need to do. Okay, so congrats to Natasha. She's our newest gold brand ambassador. She helped 11 new VIPs this month, and she helped somebody go convert to a brand ambassador. So yay! Go Michelle Wright. She grew in points. She's maintaining gold this month, and she helped 6 new VIPs. Way to go. Casey Phillips, she hit on her outside legs she hit her outside leg points this month. That was a big deal. Way to go, Casey. Bobby Tice, she helped one new VIP. Amanda Roswell, she helped one new VIP. Ashley Workman, she always confuses me because she shows up as Lauren in my reports, but way to go, Ashley Lauren. Lauren Ashley. Go Serena. She's our newest VIP. She's actually on here tonight. Way to go, girl. I know you're going to be reaching for silver here soon. Michelle Schlimmer, she helped one new VIP. She actually helped Serena and convert to a brand ambassador already. And then Tiffany Sheeler, she's growing in points. She's helped 2 new VIPs and 2 people convert to brand ambassadors. And I know she's still working for the month. I know all of you are still working. So congratulations. If I miss anybody, I'm really, really sorry. My page was small and I was going through my reports and doing 17 things at once. I'm so sorry, but you guys are all incredible. We're having an amazing month and we're not done yet. All right. Product of the quarter. I love Vital Biome. When you have this in your subscription, we all have subscriptions, I hope, because we get perks, which are free credits, and we keep our subscription on at 100 PV or more. When you have the product of the season in your subscription, you get extra perks. I think it's, this is bad. I think it's an extra 50 perks. I think. I don't know, don't quote me. You get extra perks though. And Vital Biome is a probiotic specific for anxiety, depression, boosting your moods, making you happier. And it's great for your gut health. Very, very good. It's all the good bacteria. It's not like people ask me all the time, should I take one or the other of Vital Biome or Probio 5? I say, nope, you can take both. Probio 5 is the good and bad. It has the antifungal, that's really getting to the root of everything. But Vital Biome is honestly, it's a mommy's chill pill. That's really what it is. And every mom needs it, especially in the summertime when they're asking you for 17,000 snacks before noon. Oh, kids are great. All right, let's look at June. You are not to take pictures and you are not to tell anybody about this yet. So in the month of June, you can take $10 off of your $100 orders or your subscriptions. June 23, all caps, is going to be the promo code. So we had May 23. Now it's going to be June 23. I'm sure you guys are catching on to this pattern. So there is that. And then this is exciting. So remember the enroll 1 and 3. So the enroll 1, you get 250 perks. Now listen. 250 perks, you're probably like, oh, that's cute. Listen, that's $25 in free credits. So if you enroll 1, you're getting a $20 business building bonus already. Okay, so there's 20 bucks. You get in $25 in perks. So that's what, 45. And then your pay points is usually about $15 a person. So there's like $60 right there, pretty much in the value that you're getting in helping one person get some energy, feel better, all the things. So that's amazing. Okay. So help 1, you get 250 perks. Enroll 3, and I love this. You get a Plexus portable charging kit. Plexus has the coolest gifts. We've gotten one of these in the past. It was like a portable charger. And I love it. It's the best one I've ever had. And I take it with me to convention every year. Tip, if you're going to convention, take a portable charger. So yeah, there's that. All right. Now we're going to hear for Tiffany. Tiffany did an amazing job this month already so far. She's still working. She does amazing things. Guys, she does not do just Plexus. She homeschools. She runs another business. And she does Plexus, and she does a ton of things. She is practically Superwoman. So when I tell you that when you have the excuse of you're too busy, you have too much going on, no, the ladies that you're going to hear from tonight will probably top that by 1 billion. So Tiffany, unmute yourself and let's hear all the things that you have to say.
Okay. So it is not my normal Candida talk because 30 minutes ago, Jess decided to spring on me exactly what my talk was, which is like a 3-day get ready talk, not a 30-minute get ready talk. But she asked me to kind of dig into the dirtier side of my journey with Plexus, which would be that we started 3 years ago together. She was actually three or four people above me. She was in no way my sponsor, but my sponsor didn't know anything. And the person above her wasn't super into it. And I need answers right now when I need answers. So I found Jess, and then it just kind of exploded from there. But it was during COVID. It was a crazy time of growth for everybody. And I got burnout. So I went fast start Ruby. So I made Ruby, which is 500 points in my first 5 months. And then I actually walked away from it all the next month. I was like 120 points away from senior Ruby, and I was burnout. I was done. So she wanted me to talk about what I was doing then, kind of the realizations I had before I decided to come back, and what I do differently now. So I'm going to cover the cliff notes on those things and let you know where it all went wrong and how I'm trying to fix it this time. So like she said, I'm a doer of all things. If you have ADHD, if you're a very driven person, that may be your MO also. I actually do better with the more things that I have going on. I need to fill all of my buckets, creative side, a way to help people side, a way to bring in money and feel like I'm, supporting the family or doing something side. So Plexus filled a lot of those buckets for me. So I actually started it for my own health and quickly started the business. Had no intentions of it, had done MLMs before, had super crappy uplines in those. It wasn't like we have here. It's not a community. There's not shared resources. There's not, hey, here's some ideas of what to post, nothing like that. It was a very this is what the doctors say it does. Now figure out how to talk to people about this in a way that they'll understand. So I did it only for me. And then before it hit my door, I had 5 other women using it because we had all talked about different issues we had. And through listening to one of Jess's Zooms just like this while they were in the middle of moving, and before she had even hit Emerald, she was so close. There was literally boxes stacked up behind her. And I was like, I can get behind this. Like, she has kids running around. Everybody has kids. Like, this is pretty cool. But people were talking about everything else that helped besides just Candida. And I told a couple friends about it and they grabbed it too. And then I started it and I couldn't do anything but share. Well, at the time, everybody was scared. It was COVID. So people jumped on like crazy. So at the highest point, I think I was 4 months in and had 118 people on my team. My dashboard report was 17 pages long. I had 6 levels deep and I was burnout. We had giant, I don't know if you've ever seen them before. Sometimes teachers use them. Those giant pieces of paper that like you can rip off and they're sticky. They covered our bedroom windows and doors, like the whole wall. And she remembers, she was like, you got to automate that. And I'm like, no, I need paper and pen. So I had these huge sheets and I had them color coded if you were a level 1, and I'd leave space, but not enough space because instead of that person only signing 3, they signed 20 and then that person signed 10 and it was a disaster. But I was trying to do all the things. It was a good thing, but a bad thing, but I actually had a runner. So somebody who is like all into it, knows a lot of people, goes for the gold very quickly. And that's actually not necessarily a good thing when you're still trying to get your feet under you. She went senior gold fast start and her best friend went gold fast start. That was a lot because both of them worked full time, even though I also worked full time in physical therapy in clinic, 50 hours a week, plus all 3 of my kids were in different schools. But because they were nurses and because I am very, hey, let me just do it for you, it's easier that way. I was running a Ruby business, a senior gold business, and a gold business. It was too much. So I burn out really quick. I was available 24/7 anytime someone needed it. It was exciting at the time because we had big growth. And of course, this company's fun when you're growing and stuff, all the incentives and things. It was fun, but I was available 24/7. I had 0 limitation on who I would talk to, when I would talk to, why. And I started to get really resentful and I took a lot of things personal. So like we all do, until we kind of realize the belly of the beast here. I took it personal if people didn't respond back. I took it personal if people were snippy with me when they responded. I took it personal if I spent a whole bunch of time with somebody and then they ghosted me or decided, oh, it's not for me. But we had literally spent 3 hours with me explaining to them exactly how to do keto and how to do plexus with it and like all the ins and outs. I took everything personal, people quitting, people not supporting me. People, the big one for me was getting very into like making graphics and stuff for everything. And then people would, even on our own teams or other teams with Plexus, instead of just giving you a little engagement on that post, like, oh yeah, I love that too, and then taking your post, they would just take your post. When Arizona got canceled, which would have been my first leaders retreat, and I swept the entire thing, I was so excited for it. Had never done anything like that before, and it got canceled. I spent hours making slideshows and stuff, trying to keep that excitement and show people what Plexus is all about, even though I wasn't going to have the content to do it. And those kept getting used just over and over and over again. And I was so bitter and just grumpy at the whole situation that I left. I was really burnout. So some things I learned on the journey. This is still something I really enjoy doing. So while I was gone, I actually went and got a certification to be a holistic health coach. Still near and dear to my heart doing this. I love now that I can help people with Plexus and help Plexus with that. They go hand in hand. So I can get clients just for the holistic health coaching. And then if it's aligned, I can send them Plexus information, or my people who are on Plexus, but their body and mind and spirit are leading a lot more than just some microbiome. I can pull them in as a coaching client. So that's really nice. But I learned to stop being available to everyone just because they think they need me. Chances are they do not need me. Chances are I'm actually stepping in the way of their journey because they're supposed to struggle a little bit. And it is not my job, my responsibility, or something I'm even allowed to do to jump in and solve their problems for them. I'm taking away their journey, and that is probably the worst thing you can do for somebody. Hold space for them, maybe teach them what you know if you're asked, but do not take away their chance for personal growth. Biggest mistakes I ever made. Step away from, what was it? Oh, I stopped thinking that everyone, look, we were talking about buckets, that everyone was going to be a business builder. Does everyone have the potential to bring other people to Plexus? Yes. Everybody has friends, everybody has family, everybody has coworkers, everybody knows somebody that is sicker than them, even though everybody is sick. Everybody can bring somebody or at least tell you their name. Not everybody's going to be a business builder. Exactly what Jess just covered with the buckets. Biggest realization I need to have was to meet people where they are and stop trying to take them to the next level. Because again, that's their journey, not my job. Not even something that I'm allowed to do. That's not what I'm here for. So now I use a lot of boards, which thank God Jess showed us that. And I use a lot of pre-written responses or explanations. This does not take the place of me being personable with people. I love to coach. I love the one-on-one, but it's when I finally choose where I'm going to spend my time, because not everybody is worthy of all your time just because they have a question. Then I will use those. If somebody has a question like, hey, I also want to do XYZ, or can you tell me a little bit about how this works? If I've gone really in depth and come up with a good paragraph about it that I've sent someone else, I'll save it to my phone and I will send that back out, because it's not necessarily taking away any of the personal one-on-one. It's just an explanation. So I use a ton of those now. I used to be the person, and still wish I could be the person sometimes, that signs everybody up personally. Like, call me on the phone. I'm going to do it on my computer. You're just going to sit there and listen to me. I use carts now because my time is valuable. Again, with not taking away their journey, they need the chance to make the decision. I'm not going to beg you to use it, because chances are, if I'm the one coaxing you into it, you're not going to continue on with it. We just wasted your time, my time, and your money, and now you're mad at me. We're not doing that anymore. That's canceled. So send the carts. Let them be accountable for their own decisions, for typing everything in, and maybe they'll learn something in it and they'll realize that they kind of like doing that, and maybe they do want to pursue the business. Choosing where to dig deep, where to spend my energy, and that my time is just as valuable as their time. I no longer need to notice somebody has a need on a Facebook post and verbally vomit to them everything I know about how to fix their situation. Again, let them have their journey. I may slide in there and be like, hey, did you know, and send them a piece of information. But if they don't ask for more, they're not getting more. And if they do want more, then we're going to have to establish a way for the energetic exchange to be even. You need to be very into what I'm going to share if I'm going to take the time to share it with you. Sustainable growth. My growth is good right now. It's fine. It's where I'd want it to be. I write out goal sheets on these big sticky notes and keep them on my computer every month. At the top, I wrote what the previous month's PV was, or points, and what my goal is. Every other month, my goal is to grow. The months in between, it's to sustain. And there's obviously different work that happens on the months where I want growth in points and the months that I want sustain, where I can do more stuff behind the scenes so that as I grow, it's easier to keep it all in line. It's always adding 3 new level 1s and making a silver. That is my minimum goal each month. That is all I shoot for. Anything extra is extra. And I use my extra time allocated to make better graphics, to listen to better webinars, to help those level 1s and those new builders to do the best they can do and to get to a place I am now without having to screw up and do the burnout first. Letting people think it out and find out. I've discovered it's hard for me, especially if you're a people pleaser, but not going into the chat every time it dings for my group, my team. There's only a couple of them in there, but I use that naughty little feature of that little bear that pops up. And if I can tell they're asking me a question, I have an hour rule. I will not open it for an hour. And 10 out of 10 times, somebody else in that group helps them or they find out the answer for themselves. There has not been a time yet where I have had to actually go in and give the answer. Am I against giving them answers? No. If you call me, I'll answer and give it to you. But it's so crazy how much, more people are capable of. Yes, it may be easier for you just to do it for them, but that's how you're going to burn out. And then I only work from that goal sheet now. So I wish you could see it. The camera's weird. So this up here, I draw blocks. And this says 25, 50, 75, 100, and it goes on until I'm to the amount of points that I would like. And I check it off as I hit them. Every morning I check it. It's kind of a dopamine rush to see if you get to make a check mark. Here it says sign 3 new. I get to check those off. And then I have each of my business builders listed and my goal for them. A lot of the times it's go silver. So it'll be a 1, 2, 3 bubble and I check them off. If it's a senior silver or above, then obviously it's by points. And I'll actually write the points in little increments, like 2 to 3 people at a time, and check those off. And then how many business builders I would like to add to that month and check it off. This is the only thing I focus on. The rest of it is anything that I'm already doing, how to streamline it, how to make it better, how to share it easier. And that helps a ton to know when you're not a goal person. I'm not a think for the future. I'm a live for today person. So Jess is always like, what are your goals? And I'm like, good question. I don't know. So this works for me because I do the same thing every month. Obviously, my numbers just get bigger. And having something to focus on, especially if I sit down at my computer and realize I have, 20 minutes to an hour in between teaching the kids or running one of our other 3 businesses, I know exactly where to focus. Okay, I'm going to focus on this right here. This is what I'm going to do. But yeah, that's it.
Yay, that was awesome. I learned so much. Thank you so much. And I'm going to share my screen real quick. What did I do? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Now, thank you so much, Tiffany. That was a lot of information. It was amazing information. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you shared that. That was really hard for her. So yay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She was like, no, Jess, no. And now we're going to go ahead and talk about Natasha. She just went gold. Guys, she helped 11 new VIPs. She helped 1 convert to a brand ambassador. She's doing amazing things this month. And she is so pumped and excited. I can't wait to hear from her what she's going to share about what she is doing and all the things that she's going to tell you. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for the mic, Jess. Glad to see all your pretty faces on here tonight. So y'all listen, May was a sprint month. May was a sprint, and this is not my first time doing this. I did a sprint actually when I launched my coaching business. Just like Tiffany, I am a holistic health and wellness coach also. So along with Plexus, I introduced Plexus to my clients and Just like if I already have clients and there's a need, I'll introduce it. Or if they're already on Plexus, I can bring them into my coaching business as well. I also have an apparel line. So I just, like, I love all things girl empowerment, right? So like I said, May was a sprint. I'm no stranger to sales. I love to go get in the DMs, roll my sleeves up, get in there and get dirty, right? And May really was the sprint month. What catapulted that was when we had the lunch at Jess's house. And we talked about the cruise, and I was just very observant and listening. And from that moment, she was like, "Who's going to earn the cruise?" I didn't say much because I'm not much of a talker. I'm just a doer, right? So I was like, I'm going to win the cruise. I came home, I told my husband, I'm going to win us a cruise, right? And that was it. And honestly, when I speak a thing, it happens. And I walk by faith, I talk by faith, I live by faith, and I do write goals. And I get really very, very, very excited when I can check those goals off that I met. So what I've been doing is getting in the DMs. The first thing I did after that same day, I went in the DMs and I just started following up with all the old people that I've talked to, people that were on the fence, people that were like, "Oh, what's that drink?" I went and hit them all up, right? And then we sparked the conversations. And then it was like a couple days later, maybe the day after, actually, I said, "You know what? I'm going to do a giveaway." So I have a private Facebook group for my coaching. I said, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give away some Slim. And I gave away three different women, 3 packs of Slim. And so now that created a buzz. Now they want the Slim. So other people want the Slim. And then I did the 5 for 5, the 5 for 25. I did that also. That created a buzz because when I did that, people were sharing and they were tagging me. And now they have a buzz everywhere. So not only am I in the DM for myself, now I'm following all of these people's all of their posts. Now I have notifications on, so I don't miss nothing, right? And I'm up in there like, "Oh, you want to try it?" And I'm in the DM. Every single person that said they need energy. Every single person said I need this. Every single person that said I want to try this. Every single person that put their hand up, I was in their DM like, "Hey, I saw you on such and such a post. You said you were interested in Plexus. You need more energy. Are you still interested?" I always leave with an open-ended question. I don't leave it up. I don't leave it like, "Let me know." Nope, that's not confidence. Confidence is asking a question. Are you interested? Do you want me to send you the card? And I had the cards ready. I love the card. The card is bomb, y'all. I better get into that card. Now, I do set it up for them. I put the code in and everything, but I also send them the code when I send it out, just in case there's a glitch in the system. But I set it all up for them. But guys, the very first thing before any of this, and even with my other businesses, I had to pull back because I know all very well about burnout when I was working for the state. I know all about burnout very well. My entire brand is about like avoiding burnout, saying no unapologetically, and all of those things, right? Stop people pleasing and things like that. So I had to detach from the emotion of the no. When people don't want what you have, when you know you can help them, even though you know that they're ill or they have an issue, and you really do have the plug. You have what they need, but they don't want it. It's not that they don't want it, they're just not ready. You know, I think about how long did it take me to say yes, to really say yes and to go all in. So I detached from the emotions of it all, and I just became a servant. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to serve my way to sales. I'm going to serve, and I'm going to do it God's way. And that is what set everything up for like me going gold. Because I just had to let everything else go, because it becomes an obsession when you're like, I need to do this, I need to do this. I see what everybody else is doing. It's like imposter syndrome. And I can't get caught up in that. I just have to be Natasha, show up as you. You can't be anybody else. If you use copy that, that someone else is putting out, put your sauce on it. Put it in your language. People want to hear your voice. They don't want to hear robots. AI is out there. We are not them. We are human. Go and put your sauce on it. Put the stank on it, y'all, and talk in your language so it doesn't seem like it's so, so copied, right? So I took on the role of a servant. And also what I did, I'm going to show you guys, I have a wall here with my goals from my other businesses. And this was my wall that all of them, I don't know if you guys can really see it. That is my wall. I just put a bunch of stickers on the wall. Those are all of my active and inactive level 1s, level 2s, all my pending people that I talk to. And I look at this when I'm sitting at my desk, because now I'm like, I got to move you over here. And that was my goal. My kids and my husband come in here and they're like, who are you moving today? So this is like, okay, it's like when Tiffany said she really go and check her points. It really is like the dopamine fix. It's like, who got it today? Who's waiting for me today? And I take great pleasure in taking them over there and putting them over there. And it's not just about getting them signed up, guys. I really care. I have a heart for this. This is bigger than a check. This is bigger than getting someone to join your team. This is about someone's life. This is about life and death. This is about someone's health. So yes, it's all nice to get them signed up. And they talk about retention. Yeah, that's great. And that's what we want. But when I talk to these people and they're literally, I cry, because they are literally suffering. And if your heart posture is not right, this is not for you. If you're in it just for the dollar, this is not for you. If you're in it for the numbers, for the points, for the freebies, for the trips, this is not for you. You have to want it because it's part of a calling. You have to want it because it's what you're meant to do to help people. The Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. We have the knowledge. We have to go give it to them, and don't beat them in the head with it. Just give it to them as they ask for it. I don't beat anybody. I do 3 touches with people. I'll follow up. I'll reach out and I'll follow up twice. After that, I'm going to pause, because you know why? I'm not chasing people. I'm not going to chase you to be healthy. You're going to run me down because I got what you need to change your life. That's what we're here for, guys. It's a mindset. So while we're out here trying to sell to everybody else, we have to make sure we sell to ourselves. We have to make sure that we say, hey, I am worthy of this. Hey, you got this, girl. Hey, we're gonna get it today so we can sell these products and look cute, all the cute posts. Let's throw all that out today. Shift your mindset and say, listen, girl, I'm gonna sell me on abundance. I'm gonna sell me on building legacy for my family. This is what it's about. So if you're about all the other fluff, you've already missed it, because that's not what this is about. This is really about changing lives. This is about responding to people and customer service. And if you don't want to talk to people, this ain't for you. If you want to blow people off, this ain't for you. If you don't want to get in the DMs, this ain't for you. If you just want to stay in the bucket and use the products, that's your bucket. Don't play hokey pokey. I did it. I played hokey pokey in the beginning. But you know what? I stopped. I had one foot in, I took the foot out. I put the other one in, I took the other one out. Then I spun around, then I dipped, right? That's what I did. You know what I told Jess? I said, this is not the time. I said, I'm trying to start my other businesses, and it was too much. I was really building my other brands, and Plexus wasn't the priority. And now Plexus is where, now I am where I have my businesses where I need them. Now I can integrate Plexus. It's all about timing. The delay does not mean that you're denied. The delay just means it's not time. And so I showed you my goal wall. I don't burn myself out. No one has access to me all the time. They don't have my personal number. I talk to everybody in a DM, even people on my team. We don't do all that. So what do I do? Wednesdays I check in. Those, like, if people have questions throughout the week or whatever, when my newbies start, I'll follow them for like their first week. I'll make sure they're starting right, that they're feeling good, if they have any questions. After that, Wednesday's check-in day. I'm not checking on you because you're not a baby. We're all grown, right? Wednesday's check-in day. That's how I make sure I don't burn out, because I am not hand-holding. I've given them the tools. Now I need you to go and use them. After I onboard them, that's exactly what Wednesdays are checking. So I would implore you to like go and create a day so that you're not burning out, because burnout is real, guys. And what you're going to do is you're not going to do this. I burned out so bad working in education that I left. And I'm telling you, it took 2 years to recover from burnout. You don't want no parts of that. You don't want that. And yeah, this is really exciting. This is super exciting, but I'm always mindful of my time, how I spend my day, because I'm juggling a lot. I have family also. I'm married, and I have kids, I have granddaughters. So, and I have to make sure I'm taking care of me. And I'm at the top of my list. Everything else get in after me. So make sure you're taking time for yourself too, because you can become resentful in building a business, right? So what you do, dismiss the doubt immediately. No bad self-talk, no stinking thinking. Either you want it or you're not. Les Brown say you got to be hungry. Are you hungry or you're not? I'm Pac-Man. I'm Pac-Man. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I'm going to get it. So you have to have that mindset. Who are you? The ghost or Pac-Man? Or the pellets? Somebody going to get eaten. Somebody going to eat. I'm going to eat because I'm hungry, right? You have to ignore the naysayers. Haters are real. I had a couple people, and I talked to Jess about a couple people like 2 weeks ago, trying to discourage what I know I'm called to do. And that's the thing. You have to know that you know you're doing the right thing. And you guys, all of you know your stuff. I see all your posts. You're all amazing. And you know your stuff. But the naysayers are coming because they don't understand. And it's not for them to understand. It's for you to stand and go. Stand firm on what you know, stand firm on your beliefs, and don't let nobody shake that tree. Nobody. So, I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say, Jess. I hope this helps somebody, because I really have a no nonsense approach to everything. That's how I coach. I am real raw, and I give it to them straight. And all of my ladies and gents that are on my team now, I talk to people according to their love language and according to their needs. I had a lady that I spoke with. She's a runner. So I was coaching her, and I was talking to her about running. And she got it about the journey when I started talking to her about running. So learn your people, learn them. They're not just a number and a name in your back office. They are people. How would you like it if you went to your doctor and they had poor bedside manners? So think about that. Be the person you want to be. Like, if that was you, how did your person that signed you up treat you? And either you're going to do better, or you're going to, you know, you're going to do the same thing. So treat people how you really want to be treated. They're not just the number in the back office and the name. So don't treat them like that. Or you're going to, you know, and if you treat your business like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. So it's what you want. It really, you can get as much out of this as you want. And I do have goals too. My goals is, I had the goal this month was 12. That was my goal. I said, Jess, this is my goal. I'm signing 12 this month. And that was it. And I sat and I grinded every single day and night, no days off. Now, I don't always have that mentality, but I had to meet my goal because it was personal. And so now June is going to get the business too, but it may not be 12, you know, but I'm going back to this side of the pending people, the ones that didn't get it in May. We're going to shift them on over in June, but this is what I'm saying. And it just revolves. So do the giveaways. Try that. You have to spend money to make money. You know, we have to. You have to do a giveaway, or you don't have to wait for the group to throw out a challenge. You make your own challenge. This is your business. You run it how it works for you. So I'm going to do another 5 for 25. That's what I'm going to do, because that worked. And when you find that thing that work it. Make it work for you. I love y'all. We all winners on here. So listen, I'm gonna see all y'all at the top. And I'm gonna give the mic back to Jen.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic to Tiffany and Natasha. I'm gonna walk away. Good night, guys. No, I'm just kidding. You guys did so good. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I recorded this. Never have I ever cried on a freaking Zoom, but thank you for that. I learned a lot. I took notes from both of you. Thank you very, very, very much. And I'm passing this along to the Jewel page, because this is an amazing Zoom, just so you guys know. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to finish this really quick. All right. You guys were amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's go over Leaders Retreat really quick. The cruise. I don't think I got to share all of these the first time we shared this, but whenever you guys, I want you to just catch a vision. I want you to literally envision that you're walking on a cruise ship with your significant other, your best friend, your husband, whoever, and you are greeted with literally flowers and gifts, and you literally go on the cruise and they're cheering you on. Like, have you ever walked on a cruise ship and they're cheering you on? Because I never have, but with Plexus, anytime you go anywhere, they're cheering you on because they literally just love you for no reason and they don't know you. But they're cheering you on, and you get bags and gifts, and you get all of the coolest room drops. And literally, if you go on the shopping spree, it's a real thing, by the way. I never thought it was a real thing, but they give you a card for like $2,500 and they say, here you go, $2,500, go shopping. And then you get room drops every night with like products. Like, this was an Emerald Extravaganza. They gave us Hydrate, these really cool glasses. You get bags. Every time we go somewhere, we get bags. Ask my husband, he's ready to divorce me over these damn bags. And then the community, guys, I've been with another MLM. It was cutthroat, catty crap and drama. This is not that. I love my girls. I love all of my people. I literally can voice message any of you any day of the week. And and all of these girls as well, all these jewels, I don't live with them. And I can literally be like, hey, what's up with this? Or did you see this? Or, I can literally not skip a beat. Jen will call me out of nowhere and we can just talk. Like, we have the best community of people. And I love all our relationships because they're all low key. They're not that, oh, well, you didn't talk to me for 3 days, or it's not drama. It's not that. That's what I love about this, because I cannot take a high maintenance relationship with anybody, let alone the hundreds of people I talk to every day. I love it. Our community is the best community, hands down. I'll fight anybody who wants to fight about that. And the experience, guys, I can't explain to you the Plexus experience until you go and experience it yourself. Cannot explain it. They literally put on runway shows. The Jewel Lounge is freaking incredible. Like, I like being a Jewel just for the Jewel Lounge, because they serve us really cool drinks and fancy little snacks, and it's just amazing. And I want you all to experience it. And I want you to envision walking on a cruise ship and just seeing Plexus people and being the happiest place in the entire world. Like, we are the happiest people, and it's just so much fun. And every single person is cheering you on, whether you're on their team or not, they're cheering you on. Here's the convention contest. I'm not going to go over it because it's everywhere. If you want to take a picture, go for it. If you want me to send it to you, I'll do that. But basically, you need 1,250 credits, and you can, once you earn that, as long as the ship is not filled, which there's only like 13 or 14 people who have won it so far. So don't freak out. And if you're like, oh my God, we have 4 months, guys, we've got 4 months to earn 1,250 credits, and you can get up to 3,000 and earn the shopping spree. And then win all this stuff. Now, if you win like the cruise, it's not like you only get one thing, you get everything. These are all stacked, like, once you earn those credits. And then there's 4 different ways to earn. When you enroll people, when you retain those people, that's what I love the most, is that, like, okay, I helped somebody join in May, and then you continue to earn points for them as long as they're loving their products and ordering them every single month throughout the entire contest. Rank up credits, that's amazing. Consistency credits, you literally are getting points for keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing it. And then here they are again. If you need to use this, go for it. If you want to take a picture, but that's it. This month they were doubled, but they're going to go back to normal. I don't know what they plan on doing in the future. I have no insight to that yet. But next month they are going to be back to normal. So whenever you have somebody join you, a level 1, you get 15 credits. A level 2, you get 5 credits. So what does this mean? That means it is all on you. Work on yourself. I'm not banking on my team 7 levels deep to do the things. I'm working on myself. I helped 6 people this month, and I'm freaking proud of that. I'm working it myself. Okay. Don't depend on anybody but yourself. Get in people's inboxes. Talk to them. You have to do the conversations. You have to do the hard things. If you want bigger and better things, you have to do the harder things in life. And that includes talking to people every single day, having those hard conversations, and just doing uncomfortable things. Be bold. Get used to it. Here's the non-negotiables. Do them. Make a Plexus post every single day. Make a personal post. Get stuff in your stories. Do videos. Lives are really, really great. I have a lot of attraction from those. I hate doing them, but I'm gonna freaking do them again. And I've done 2 of them in last month, and I'm gonna do some more for next month. Watch training videos, guys. Please learn while you earn. Please learn something every single day. If you feel like you know everything, you probably don't, because I don't know everything. I don't know how many perk points we get when we order the product of the quarter. So I'll go learn that later. And then go listen to something motivational. Reach out to 3 people and follow up with 2 people. If you are not following up with somebody 15 times, they're not gonna join you. Follow up, and then do it again and again and again. I can guarantee they'll probably follow up. They'll probably join you when you follow up on that 17th time that you follow up with them, but you got to reach that 17th reach out, follow up and reach out. All right, John Maxwell, this was from the book that I started this morning. What is the key to being successful? What separates people who achieve much from those who merely get by? It's what they do every day. The secret to your success can be found in your daily agenda. People who achieve their potential do so because they invest in themselves every day. They take time to add value to others. Don't try to conquer the world until you've taken care of the things in your backyard. It was called the Maxwell Daily Reader. It's a really good book so far. I love it. I've only read 1 page and I've loved it. I love John Maxwell. All right. So that was our Zoom for tonight. I'm going to quit sharing. Any questions or anything so we don't keep you guys much longer? Nothing? All right. Thank you. I'm going to get this recording out. I'm going to click